tonight. Welcome everybody. Jessica Bobo said, I still pee in my pants 4 years postpartum. Thank you. Me too. T25 does it to me. It's the worst. But welcome everyone to the Fit for His Glory Sisters team call, or Team Fit for His Glory, whatever you want to call it. We are so excited that you guys are on tonight. Lots of people joining us. I love it. I love it. Okay. If you're a brand new coach, do me a favor and just like drop something fun in the chat box, because I want to make sure I give everybody a good shout out. I know that Emily Henson is on, and Kinsey Johnson, and let's see, I'm trying to go through here and see what new coaches we have on. I may not know everybody. Let's see. Dana, I don't know if Dana's been on before. I'm sorry if you have. Any other new coaches? Newbie, Sarah Clark, where are you? I'm looking for you. Oh, there you are. We got 2 pages here, so lots of new people. Let's see, Alicia's on, Alicia Murphy, hi. I love it. Olivia Wilson, welcome, welcome. Anna, Blair, all these newbies, welcome you guys. Well, I promise we don't always start off our team calls talking about wetting your pants from a program, but if you're a mom, you get it. And it's the real over here. So, well, welcome to our team call. We're so excited that you guys are on tonight. And I'm excited to jump into 30-day breakaway tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and we will get things started. Let's see here. All right. Need to go into presentation mode here. All right, sorry guys, should have started at the first page. All right, there we go. Can everybody see this? Everybody see the slides here? Awesome. Okay. So tonight we're going to be talking about all things 30-day breakaway. It's a brand new program that's coming out next month. And so we want to make sure that you guys are well equipped with everything that you need for this brand new program. And we'll get to hear from some special guests tonight. We have Jessica on, and Stephanie and Emily. I don't know if I saw Casey on or not. Hopefully she may be putting her baby down and hopping right on, but and hopefully Casey will be able to join us. Carly cannot be on tonight because it's her birthday, and so she's hanging with her hubby tonight, and so totally get that. So she won't be on, but we have lots of amazing ladies who will be sharing a lot about this program. So really excited. I'm just going to make sure really quickly here that I did press record on the call. Okay. Past few calls, I keep forgetting to press record, and I do not want to do that again. So just double checking. Okay, so we'll get to hear from them at the end, just so that you guys know kind of what tonight's going to look like. We're going to kind of walk through the details of this program. We're going to walk through the tools that you guys have. So I'm going to actually share my screen with you guys and show you guys all the content that we've made available to you. So hopefully this is a really, really easy group in Grace Camp for you to promote and talk about. This program is incredible. So at the end of the call, after we kind of go through all of those details, we'll do a Q&A with the test group participants, and they're going to share a little bit about their story. So that's kind of the game plan. All right. So what is 30-day breakaway? So this is a brand new program from Beachbody. It is our first ever fitness program that's designed to be taken outside, which I'm really excited about. When Carl Deichler talked about this program on our Team Beachbody Summit, he just talked about how right now, especially with quarantine, especially if you think about like big cities where people don't have a whole lot of space, or maybe they don't have like, you know, a garage or a huge living room to do a workout in, like running is something that they can take anywhere and do anywhere. I know I have tons of friends who are road tripping and doing a lot of kind of like local vacations right now. They're going camping and they're going down to the beach. And so this is a program that they can easily take with them anywhere that they go, because all you need to do is be able to lace on your tennis shoes and go running outside. So this is a running and resistance training program. If you have not done the sample workout is now live, and we'll talk about that in a second. But if you've not done the sample workout, give it a try, and be real with your followers and your friends about what you think of it. If you hate it, like, it's okay to hate it. Like, I just want to say that, like, I hate running. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. Like, I've been totally real with my Instagram followers about how much I hate running, and so I say, if I hate running this much and I do this program and I become a runner, like, it works because y'all, I hate running. So this program is awesome though, because you really do, you spend 20 minutes, pretty much every single workout. The first 20 minutes, you're doing resistance training, and then you move into the running. So this is really going to help build your stamina and your strength. And we'll talk about the differences in a couch to 5K. But by the end of the 30 days, you're then running a 5K. So here's the quick basics. It's 30 days long, which I love. I feel like 30 days is a perfect length for a program, 21 to 30 days. It's long enough to keep people engaged and excited, but you know, also short enough to where they feel like it's doable. It's not something that they're carrying into Christmas time with them. Like they can literally do this from, you know, October 16th or 15th, whenever they end up buying it and starting it, or 18th, to, you know, right into up to Thanksgiving. And so it's really the perfect length program. There are 6 workouts per week, and then the workouts are 20 to 45 minutes. It is going to be released in English and Spanish. So I know that we have several coaches who, you know, they have a really large Spanish speaking market that they reach. So this is a perfect program for you guys, because it is in Spanish as well. The release date, so October 5th is when it's going to be available for coaches. So go ahead and mark your all's calendars. We will do a little coach kind of challenge group with this program. So it'll start on that Monday, which I don't have my calendar in front of me, but I believe that is October 9th. I just want to tell you guys the right dates. Oh, no, the 15th is a Monday. Just kidding. Okay, I'm thinking of the next one. So it'll come out on October 5th. So you'll be able to wake up that morning and it will be available. So we'll start our coach group that day. And that way it gives you guys a solid 2 weeks to try out the program and talk about it before your customers will be able to buy it on the 19th. So it is going to be available to all BOD customers on April 19th of 2021. So we get a lot of questions about that, like why the early release? And to be totally transparent with you guys, really what it comes down to is they just filmed this program last month. So the girls who were in the test group, they were basically part of the filming. So essentially what happens is that they push this through in order to get it released quicker. And this is a great way for us as coaches to continue to make kind of residual income off of our customers that we already have. Because we all know, you may have someone join you in January and they buy your Beachbody on demand, and obviously you're going to coach them for that next year. But this is a way to keep them engaged, keep them excited about new programs coming out, because everyone kind of rallies around it and does the same program. But then also this is a way for you to also bring in some extra income from those challengers who continue on with you throughout the year. So what workouts does 30-day Breakaway include? So I'm not going to dive into this. This is really font heavy here. But basically there's a main calendar, which is kind of the calendar that most of us will probably stick to. And then there's one that's geared more towards new runners who want to get comfortable with, consistently running and eventually moving up into a 5K. So that's going to probably be what most of us are. Then there's going to be a weightlifting one where they're basically, I'm sorry, I'm kind of rushing ahead myself here. I was diving into the calendar options. But workouts does the 30-day Breakaway include? So basically you're going to be running in this program, but then you're also going to be doing weightlifting sessions as well. So these are going to be really fast and effective workouts. Like I said, no more than 20 minutes if you've done the sample workouts. It's a really kind of fast weightlifting session. But they're really, really effective. I actually really loved the weightlifting section in this one. Of course, I've been used to MBF, so I was probably like, oh, this is nice. Like a little bit of a breather for a second. And then there's also going to be the guided running portion. So these are great for any fitness level. Let me be really clear about that. So if you're somebody who's on here, you're like, there is no way I can run. I've never run before. You can start with this program. You can briskly walk when she says run. You can just slow jog. You can steady run. You can really work your way up to actually being able to run. I know for me, the first time that I did the sample workout, I was able to run a lot more. And then the second time I was pushing the stroller, like we were talking about earlier, with my almost 4-year-old in there and my 1-year-old, that's a lot of weight to be pushing. And so there were portions that I had to just kind of walk and fast walk, just to kind of slow down for a second so I could get ready for the next portion of the run. And that's okay. Like, I still got an amazing workout. And so, you know, that was a big takeaway for me when doing the sample, was that, like, you know, it's not always going to be perfect, and that's okay. And like, you know, the days when I can go out and run because Brian's home and I'm able to get up and go, like, that's amazing. But if there's days when I can't and I have to take my kids with me in the stroller, like, that's fine too. You know, I even saw some girls who said they were just going to literally, like, maybe they live in a neighborhood where it doesn't have like a lot of running space. They're like, I'm just going to let my kids play in the front yard and I'm just going to kind of run up and down in front of my house. Like, honestly, like, it probably wouldn't be as fun because you're not going to have as great of a view, but it's doable. Like, you can make it work if you want to. And then, you know, moving the runnings, the longer runs or whatever, whenever, you know, you have someone to watch your kids. So I really do believe that even if you're a mom and you're busy, like I am, you can make this program work. Okay, so let's dive into the calendar option. So there's going to be like kind of the main calendar that most of us are going to do, like I was saying earlier, but then there's also going to be an advanced runner's calendar for people who maybe love to run. Like, you know, you've been running, you're a runner, like, this is going to be for you to maybe kind of take your routine a little bit farther. You're going to kind of maybe make yourself stronger, build some stamina. And so that might be a good option for you. So that advanced calendar, which actually I think Jessica, I think she's on here, she's going through that calendar right now. It's kind of being created. So that's really awesome. And then there's also going to be a time crunch calendar. And this is for people who are really on a tight schedule. And this is going to help you choose either a running or a lifting routine for that day, so that you're not having to do both at once. So this is perfect for busy mamas, or maybe you work full time and you know, you've got certain days, or maybe you have a meeting just one day. So you could stick to the regular calendar, but you could even kind of switch the time crunch calendar in certain days if you needed to. So there's a lot of flexibility with this program, which I love. So I know all of us are probably thinking in our head, what if it's raining outside? What if it's snowing? Hello, Colorado. Like that, those are real issues because this is coming out in October. Let's be real. There are workouts that you can do on, all the workouts can be done on the treadmill. So all the running workouts, or there also is a rainy day cardio workout that you can do as well. So those are options for you as well. Okay, so I told you guys we're going to go through the whole program, and at the end of the program, we're actually all going to do a 5K together. So the goal is that we will all actually be able to hop on Zoom and kind of do like an energized cheers and do the workout or whatever, and go out and do the 5K together. Devotional, not workout. So hopefully we can do a little sip and sweat and then do a cheers, and then we all kind of do the 5K together. That's kind of our hope. I know I'm going to try to get all of my girls here locally together and go kind of run it together. I think that would be really fun. So that is the goal. So at the end of this 30 days, you'll basically be running a 5K. So if you've ever thought about running a 5K, this is awesome. Like maybe you even get together with some of your friends who are wanting to do a turkey trot or something like that, because this is going to be budding right up to Thanksgiving. So you could even make a run like that, you know, part of, or your 5K that you do. So I think this is gonna be really powerful, just like kind of an end to the story. We are working on some cool stuff, and we'll dive into kind of what we're planning on. Every Diamond coach kind of has their own plan of what they're kind of doing with their team. So tonight I'm not going to deep dive into details on exactly what I'm doing per se. I'll send that in a message thread to my personally sponsored coaches. But just reach out to your upline to kind of find out what they're going to be doing around this program. We're going to talk about what I'm planning to do. But the hope is that every single one of us, all 50 of us on this call tonight, are doing the 5K at the end together. So that's the hope. So no matter if, you know, you're one of Shay's coaches or you're one of, you know, Kirby's coaches, whoever, hopefully all of us are going to be doing the 5K together. So we're working on solidifying the date so that all of us are doing that together. Even if it's just us coaches, like how cool would that be if all of us could get on and have a big energized cheers and do a little Devo that morning and pray together, and then we go do the 5K. I just think it could be really, really powerful to kind of all do that together. Okay, so meet the trainer. This is, I'm probably going to totally butcher her name here, but Adalius? Stephanie, will you help me out?
It's Idalis.
Idalis. Okay, yes, there we go. Idalis. She is a NASM certified personal trainer, and she's one of our Beachbody Spanish. She basically is kind of our only Spanish speaking trainer who's on staff with Beachbody, but she came out with a program called Mes de Mas. And so that was probably her top program that she has. She's been a lifelong runner, an athlete since her days in Puerto Rico. And she was actually a track and field star for 10 years. So the way that she's built this program is exactly how she ran as a college athlete. So everything that she has built out in this program is exactly what they're taught in order to actually build endurance and really run and have stamina. So one of her favorite ways to clear her head, and I just thought this was kind of funny, was to go for a run. But what makes her happy is her family, her dog, and God. And I love that she said God in that. So I was like, I have to include that. Okay, so that is her. So I just wanted to kind of touch on this really quick because this is a question I know I had when I hopped on with the test group girls, is how is this different from a couch to 5K? Because there are, let's be real, there's so many running programs out there. Like, I don't know, has anybody ever gotten the Instagram ad where it's like the girl and she's like running and she slowly gets thinner? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Okay, it pops up on my Instagram all the time. I don't know what app it is, but it's a running program apparently. But I see running programs all the time popping up, like little apps you can download, and it's like, learn to run, learn to love running. Maybe because I talk about hating running all the time, so they're going after me. But so I want to touch on how this is different from a couch to 5K. So with 30-day Breakaway, you're going to run a 5K in 30 days. It teaches you how to run, like literally. If you haven't done the sample workout, she's literally telling you, push your shoulders back, make sure that the middle of your foot is hitting the ground as you touch the ground, smile, don't clench your hands. Like, she is literally coaching you through this run. Plus you have the resistance training as well, which is going to help you build that stamina and build muscle. And you're going to do a complete training plan. So she's got tons of different plans, 3 different plans for you to choose from, right? Whereas with a couch to 5K, it's like run 5K in 6 to 12 weeks. So it's a lot longer. It just says go run. So it'll be like, okay, now you're going to go run 1 mile. It's not really training you. It doesn't have any resistance training to it. It's just guided running sessions. It's really more of a guide and not really a training plan. So she has really built this program so that you're going to be running like during the sample workout. If you've done it, there's days when you're sprinting, there's days when you have a longer run. And all of that is working together to help you build up over time, right? Whereas a couch to 5K is going to be more like, okay, now run, now walk. So it's really not a built out plan. Does that make sense to everybody? Hopefully that makes sense. And this graphic is in the Google Drive, which I will show you guys in just a second. So as you're talking to customers and they have questions about how this program differs, you can really explain it to them. I think that's important. Okay, so our plan. So the content that you guys are going to be getting, which I'm about to show you kind of what all is in there. This plan here that I'm going to talk about is built around that content, okay? Like I said, your upline may be doing a different Bible study with this program. But as Abby and I sat down, so for those of you who don't know, Abby is my assistant. I'm actually helping her start her own like business where she sells these guides, because she's been working with me for a while. And every time we have a launch of a new program, we work together to build out a full Google Drive just for you guys, full of stuff that you guys can use to promote these programs and these new workouts. And so basically I'm helping her kind of start another business where she's selling these on Etsy. So she's doing all the work to build it out, and it's all faith and fitness focused, because a lot of stuff out there is not faith and fitness focused. So now she can hopefully go and sell these on Etsy to other coaches that are not on our team. So just so you guys know, other teams do not offer these sorts of things for their clients and their coaches, but we really try to give you guys everything that we can. And so it's cool to see Abby kind of go and be able to make a little business out of this. So I'm excited for her. But so that being said, if you have another coach on another team who's asking you about, oh, where'd you get those Instagram stories for that program or whatever, be sure to shoot them over the Etsy link to Abby's stuff. It's in our team page, but I just want to make sure that we're, A, not sharing the stuff we have just with everybody, but B, we're also kind of pointing people to her, because I would love for her to just get a lot of people through this. So with our plan, so my plan for my team and my coaches is that we're going to start this program on October 19th. And as we kind of put our heads together, and Abby and I were talking about like 30 days of breaking away, we kind of talked about the idea of just breaking away from lies that we believe. I know that we can really get in our heads a lot. And actually my small group, we're doing the Bible study, Get Out of Your Head, which if you haven't read that book or done the Bible study, it is so good. But we're going to basically talk about that a lot in the devotional portion of this Grace Camp. So we're basically going to be leaning into Hebrews 12, 1-2, which says, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith. And so there's more details on all of this inside of the Google Drive. If you look under the sneak peek content, there's a whole post that gives you a lot of details on exactly what it's going to look like. But basically, there'll be a daily devotional built around the idea of really breaking away from lies that we believe. And I think it's going to be really cool just to see kind of some chains broken for women. So we're calling it the Breakaway from the Lies Boot Camp. But again, different coaches may be doing a little bit different things, but that's kind of the game plan. Okay, so before we dive into all of this with packages, I want to show you guys really quickly. I'm just going to get out of this screen really quick. I want to show you guys the Google Drive, because I think it's really important that I pull it up for you guys and kind of walk you through it. So hopefully everybody is familiar with the Fit for His Glory Sisters Google Drive. If you are not, this is on the team page, or you can reach out to your upline. So in here, you're going to find a folder called 30-Day Breakaway. I posted a little post about this. Let's see. I posted a post about all the content in here a couple weeks ago, but I just want to kind of walk you guys through what is here and kind of tell you like my best practice on how you could go about using this content, because I think that's really important. So first and foremost, you're going to see a sneak peek group. So I'm running a sneak peek group for my team where it's going to be on Facebook. All of us coaches, I believe all of us are using the same group. So if you're not in that group, reach out to your upline and ask them if you can get added. Some of you may decide you want to run your own, and that's why we're making this content available to you. Some people prefer not to like be in a group with 300 people. Some people are like, hey, I kind of want to run a little group myself. So that's why we're providing this content here for you guys, because we really want you to do whatever makes sense for you in your business, but just know that like we do have a group if you want to plug your people into it. In here, you're going to find posts. So these posts are awesome, y'all. Like it is all the details you could think about when it comes to the program. So there is like a schedule, program details, the equipment they're going to need. I mean, anything and everything where you can basically do a post for each day. She's even giving you a little calendar here. So obviously we're kind of already past these days, but you could always change those dates up and even smash some of the different posts together if you wanted to. But she has posts on like the benefits of running, and she has cute little graphics to go with every single post. So you could essentially run a little Facebook group where you every day you schedule posts to go up and you add people there who want to learn more about this program. And every day they would get a little post that kind of talks about the program. So that's just a way to give them a sneak peek of what the program is going to be about. So that is in there first and foremost. She's even put some Facebook headers in here for you guys to use. And she has kind of a little suggested schedule here as well that you can read all about, like why it would be beneficial to do something like this. Y'all, she thinks of everything. I'm just like blown away. The details, because I am not a detail-oriented person. Okay, so the next thing is going to be scripts and posting ideas. So these are actual, like, again, amazing. These are scripts of things that you could use, like Instagram posts that you could post if you wanted to, or maybe you post them on Facebook, or maybe you could even make this like a poll, like 2 questions for you. Any recommendations on a good running shoe? Anyone want to run a 5K with me? Like these are things that you could put on a poll to just kind of see if people are interested. And then you could reach out to those people and say, hey, thanks so much for the info on the running shoe. Like maybe you do need to get a pair of running shoes for this program. And just be like, I'm actually going to be doing this running group. If you wanted to join me, like, let me know, or something like that. So it's a way to start a conversation with people. It's not a way to be like super salesy and be like, hey, this is Caroline, and I'm going to be doing this group, and I was wondering if you might want to join me. Like, you have a reason to be talking to them, right? Like, they just told you that they were interested in running a 5K. So now it's like, okay, I'm going to reach out to them and see if they're interested in joining me. And then she's also got tons of different like little posts in here that you could use as well. And then these are the social media posting ideas. So she's literally got posts in here that you could literally copy and paste if you wanted to. Make your own, because that's always important. But just tons and tons of good stuff, y'all. I mean, so good. So there is no reason that you guys are not promoting this. And then we have promotional emails too. So if someone does ask you for information, you can send them an email. This is like, hey, here's a sample workout, and here's an email that kind of tells them about the sneak peek group. And then obviously packaging and pricing, which we'll talk about in just a second, but this is all in here. She's made beautiful graphics. Again, all of this is just for our team and, people who've purchased this. There's also an order form that you can use as well. So let me chat really quick about kind of how I would go about using it. She also has this marketing calendar. So this is really helpful. So basically, if you will go in here and pull this up, you could print this off. I love that she put scripture on here too. You could print this off, and she's got ideas on here of things for you to do. So literally like an Instagram story on XYZ, set up your sneak peek group. Like, she tells you what to do, what days. I mean, how much easier can it get? So, and then you go into October, send your October newsletter, post on your Instagram stories about the 30-day breakaway launch. She literally has given you guys every little thing that you could possibly need to make sure that you are set up for success on this. Anybody else excited? Like, this is amazing. Like, she does everything. And then down here, it actually says like how to use the marketing calendar. So if you guys like have questions and you're like, okay, I don't know what to do with this, like, there you go. So this should really help you guys. My recommendation would be that you go back to this 30-day breakaway. I would go ahead and go to interest form, and I would go ahead and just make a Google form. So if you click here, guys, all you have to do is pull this up, click that, and it makes a copy for you. Like, you don't even have to build out a Google form to get people interested in this. You could put this in your bio and say, hey, if you're interested in doing this running program with me, click the link in my bio, fill it out, and then you've got everybody's information, and you can start to fill up that Google form. The reason I like using Google Forms is that you want to have a list of people to reach out to. So between now and October 19th, your goal should be like, I want to try the sample workout. I want to keep it real about what I think about it. I'm going to ask people if they want to join me. If they're interested in information, I just want to tell them to go to my link in my bio, fill out the form, and post about it a little all over the next few weeks. If you want to add them into the sneak peek group, see if they want information there. But hopefully then by a week before the program comes out, you're able to email them and say, hey, program's coming out next week. I'm really, really excited that you want to join us. Go ahead and fill out the order form for me, which Abby has created an order form for you guys. This order form essentially is going to get all the information about what challenge pack do they want. Do they want the performance line? What flavor do they want? So then on the morning of the 19th, you wake up and all the challenge packs are live on the website because it's live, the program's live, and you can literally go to your order forms, and you've got 10 girls who have already figured, or 3 or whatever, one, I mean, that's all a victory, who've already filled out the order form, and you can just go create share carts for them, send them, and you get them plugged into your challenge group. Like, how amazing is that? That's exactly what you want to happen, is kind of have that funnel instead of waiting till the day of the 19th when the program's live and be like, oh crap, like, now I want to talk about this program. No, like, everything is here for you guys to have like a very seamless funnel to get people plugged into this. And I know this is a lot of information, especially if you're new, you're probably like, oh my gosh, this is so much, but I promise it gets easier. we even have Instagram stories on here for you guys, like little polls that you can put in your Instagram story, like anything and everything you can think of is here. And then she's going to have a challenge group guide here that she's currently working on. So this is where if you want to run your own challenge group, maybe, you know, I know like Jessica on here, I'm sure you're going to run your own challenge group. You got 50 of your own girls doing this thing probably. So you're going to want to run your own challenge group. So you're going to have a whole challenge group guide here. Even if you don't want to use all the posts, like she's going to put everything together for you guys just to make it super easy. And again, the cool thing about this that's different from Mompreneur that we've used in the past is that this is all faith and fitness focused, which I'm just like, thank you. I'm so excited. And then also, I'm really excited. She's going to have a contract here that we can have all of our challengers sign that says like they're committed to this program, which will be really awesome as well. So tons of things here for you guys. If you have questions, drop them in the chat box, and here in just a second, I'll go back and look through all of those. Okay, so let's go back to the PowerPoint really quick, if I can find where it was. All right, back to here. Okay, so let's dive into packages that are going to be available for coaches and current clients. So we will have the completion packs. So let's say that you're a coach and your Beachbody On Demand expires in like November. I would probably recommend going ahead and buying a completion pack, just because with the completion pack, you're going to get the digital unlock for 30-day breakaway. You're going to get either Shakeology or Performance Line, depending on which one you choose. You're going to get both nutrition programs, which for those of you who missed that, both nutrition programs are going to now come free of charge, no extra money, with every single challenge pack. Like, y'all, these are $70 a piece if someone just went on and bought them. So all of a sudden, not only are they getting, you know, the Performance Line and, you know, the program and a year of Beachbody On Demand, but they're also going to get both nutrition programs, which is amazing. Because I know even different seasons of my life, like Ultimate Portion Fix has been working for me right now in this postpartum season, but you would ask me 2 years ago when I was about a year or two postpartum, like I loved Chibi Mindset. So different seasons, I do think, kind of bring about wanting to do a different program. And on top of that, I've had so many customers who've purchased, you know, Chibi Mindset, and they're like, I just don't love it. And then they want to purchase Ultimate Portion Fix, but you hate for them to have to pay for something else. But with this, if they do Chibi Mindset and they hate it, they can try Ultimate Portion Fix. Or if they do Ultimate Portion Fix and they hate it, they can try Chibi Mindset. So it's like, this really gives them just the tools that they need, because we all know that nutrition is so important. Like, I know that for some people on here, they may be a place where they can intuitively eat. But for most people, a lot of our customers who are coming in, they can't just work out and see the results that they need or want. They need a nutrition plan, especially when they're in the challenge groups, just to help them get refocused and to go all in. That's what's going to help them get the maximum results. And so I think it's just amazing that we can offer these to them. So there is an accessory bundle that you can get as well. That's going to come with the resistance loops and the resistance bands and the running belt. And that will be $52 for coaches. There'll also just be the digital unlock, I'm sure, which will probably be about $39. So it just depends on what you need. Like, I know for me, I've already got the resistance bands, and and I could print the calendar offline. So I'd probably just go with the digital one, unless I may go with a completion pack, just because sometimes what I'll do, and this is just an idea for anybody, is I will not get my so if I have, let's say I'm going to get like Recover and Energize, I'll just cancel my current Recover and Energize subscription, and I'll buy a completion pack, because the completion pack is $130. And then I'm like basically paying just like $10 more, but then I'm getting all of that stuff with it. Does it make sense to everybody? So it kind of makes sense. So if you're like on the fence, maybe you don't have both of these nutrition programs, I would probably recommend going with a completion pack whenever the time comes. Let's see, I have the chats coming up, so I just wanted to see. Yeah, exactly, Kirby. So my little obsessed heart is so happy. Oh, I love it. Sorry, I'm reading through y'all's chats just to make sure. Stephanie said recover is key for this program. Rachel said you'll need it. I love it. Okay, so, and then the packages that we'll have for our new customers is the Shakeology Challenge Pack and the Performance Challenge Pack, which is kind of typical. But then we'll also have the Deluxe Challenge Pack as well, which is $219. So $160, which is what most of our challenge packs are now. But again, that includes both nutrition programs, which again, I'm just like, that's insane. But they're gonna get the little belt, and then they'll also get, which basically is it a fanny pack? Is that essentially what it is? Because I thought so. Jessica's shaking her head yes. So I think it's a fanny pack. So fanny pack is coming back, y'all. Yes, to carry your phone while running. Yes, that's smart. I love it. I want a fanny pack too. Okay, so any questions about the packages? All right, let's dive into some transformations, and I'm going to call some ladies out. So, Stephanie, tell us about this.
Yeah, so and all of us ladies will tell you this, and maybe Rachel was different, but I don't think any of us were like over the moon excited about being chosen to do a running program. Because, and I mean, I've run before in the past, but Caroline and I had a conversation while she was doing MBS, and I was just like, we talked about like the difference of going all in with a program. And so I just decided that if I'm signing a contract saying I'm going to do that, like I'm actually going to do it. And so, yeah, I went all in and pushed as hard as I could during my runs and as hard as I could during my workout. I changed my entire morning routine for this program. I started waking up at like 4:30 in the morning to try to get my workouts in like before my kids were up and before my husband and things like that. I did Ultimate Portion Fix because I just needed the structure of it. And yeah, I did lose 10 or 12 pounds in 30 days, which was insane. But it was just like, you get amazing results from this and like physically, but the mental results you get from this program are far better than the physical results. Like Dallas is literally like the sweetest human ever. And like what she has these like little sweet whispers that she tells you in your ear while you're running or working out. And you're just like, it's a game changer. And it's just like mentally the most empowering thing. I've loved seeing Beachbody over the years become more like focused on like your mental health and self-care and not all about like, let's get skinny and, you know, have a beach body. And like this program is just so much proof to that. Like it's like amazing to see that they've started shifting their mindset and they're very focused on like, how can we like make you healthy, not just like physically.
Yeah. And those of you who don't know, Stephanie is a nurse, a full-time nurse, and works, what, 3 12s a week?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and she made this program work. Do you mind just sharing really quick kind of how you made that program work around your busy schedule with working and being a mom? And I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm an ER nurse. I do 3 12s a week. I'm a mom to 2 little girls, and I've been married for 5 years. And so my schedule, sometimes my 12-hour shifts are like spread out during the week, but then every other week I work like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's 3 back-to-back days. And what's nice about this program is that that you have a lot of like, because it's like so in like it is what you like make it essentially, because like Caroline said, you run or walk or power walk based on your rate of exertion, but it can be like so intense because you're pushing as hard as you physically can. And so she has a lot of days kind of throughout the program to like make you rest and like literally roll out your muscles and stretch, because if you don't, and if you don't drink your recover, like you will just be so sore. And so for me, like I said, I changed my entire morning routine for this because I wanted to make sure I did it. And so yes, each workout you do is roughly 20 minutes, but that is your workout, so your lifting portion, and your run are each 20-ish minutes. And so that just depends, there's certain days all you're doing is like stretching and like resting. And then there's other days where like you're doing a leg workout and you're going for a run. And so that's like 45 or 50 minutes of like hard work. And so I changed my schedule where I started waking up around 4:30, spent my time in the Word, and I like set an alarm on my phone that like it went off at 5 a.m. And so I was going to stop what I was doing and start working out. So I drank my Energize during my time with the Lord, and then at 5 a.m. I started my workout. And that way, if it was a 30-minute workout, I was done before my house woke up. And there were some days where like if I stretched things a little further, like I was coming back from my run roughly when my kids were waking up. And if you are a mama, I would highly encourage to, and this was probably like a crucial thing for me, was I told my husband, like, hey, I am committing to doing this. I need your support and like your encouragement during this. And so he knew, like, if he knew it was a running day, like he knew every single morning, like if the girls woke up, like the baby monitor was his. I didn't even take it out of the bedroom. Like, you're on girl duty until I'm done working out. And so that was just like a commitment that I made and he like agreed to do with me. And that was kind of a big help.
I love it. So inspiring, Stephanie. I'm so stinking proud of you, seriously.
Thanks.
So awesome. Okay, next one is Jessica. Jessica, do you mind sharing?
So, I'm kind of wait.
Oh, hang on just a second. You're kind of breaking up a little bit. Is it just me?
Can you hear me?
It's like we can hear you, but it's really fuzzy.
Here, let me move somewhere else. Let me try better. Is that better? Hello?
Can you guys hear Jess? It might be your headphone. I don't know.
Here, I'll just take my
No.
because I can hear you.
Try again.
Try it again.
Oh, yeah. It's just like, it's like we can hear you, but it almost seems like it's your headphones or something.
Hold on.
You're good. I can have Emily go really quick while you're getting it fixed.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Okay, Emily.
I hate that before photo.
You look amazing.
Yeah, I look like I'm like a wild woman in that first one. It's like day 3 hair. It's a mess. But anyways, okay, so during this 30 days, my goal was to lose 8 pounds. And I remember when I was like telling my husband that and when I was telling my family that, it was really funny. When I told my dad I was in a test group, he thought I was going to be in the videos. And I was like, no.
I wish.
Yeah, I know, right? So anyways, I was like, man, 8 pounds. Like I said it and I was like, that's not very realistic. But I really, really wanted to make the most out of these 30 days. And so I told my husband, I was like, look, like, if I can't go out to eat and lose weight, then we're not going out to eat. We're not having people over. We're not doing anything. Like, we are committing to this. And I had planned on doing like carb cycling and ultimate portion fix, but I actually ended up choosing 2B mindset and had incredible results and still got to go to the Mexican restaurant and like order based on that plated method and lose weight the next day. So this was just such an empowering 30 days for me because I got to see how practical Beachbody's like nutrition plans were, but also their workouts. And it's like, I've been doing this for a year, but I remember I like texted Caroline this. I was like, I thought I was following the 2B mindset until I actually started following the 2B mindset and was like, oh crap, like, yeah, all those treats, like cheat, not cheat every night, weren't doing much for me. So I really went all in for this, and I had ran in the past and had struggled with like shin splints, and would have to stop. And every time, like I had this huge desire to run, but like I just kept getting injured, and I was like, what the heck? And I was so nervous, like jumping into this, that I would end up with shin splints and like just kind of be screwed and not be able to do this all the way. But Idalis's coaching, we need to talk about form really quick because it's so important. First off, all right, all you ladies, you need to take your pre-workout or your like pre-run stretches so seriously. You need to get good shoes, like wear good shoes, not just like, you know, whatever. Put on some good shoes with a good arch in it, good arch support, but also like do those stretches beforehand. Take your Energize and really listen to what she's saying on your form. Like have your shoulders back, your core in. Don't rotate your hips, and like think about where your foot's landing. And I know that sounds like a lot right now, but I was not injured in 30 days, and I haven't been able to run 2 days in a row without being injured before I started this program. So if you're talking to people about joining, that's a huge thing. I mean, so many people want to love running and they want to be able to go run a 5K, but they get injured or they don't enjoy it. And if you've done this sample workout, or if you're someone who was in the test group, like these workouts were so fun. Like I found myself just like smiling through, there was like halfway through where I was like crying because I was having so much fun and I felt so empowered, and like everyone's running past me at the park like this crazy woman crying on a run. But it was just the most incredible program. And just like Stephanie said, if I had completed this 30 days and not lost a single pound, I would have felt incredible, because not only like, I also cried like the last day because I was just like, my husband was sitting there like filming me as I was running and giving me my medal, and like just committing to it and like believing that I could get incredible results, and that like I could, like my willpower was stronger than like a freaking donut, you know, like that I could actually do this and like see incredible results and push myself and like push past those boundaries, like truly like break away from the boundaries that, you know, I was facing. It was so empowering. And so just go into this, I just really encourage you all, go into this 30 days like expecting incredible results, both mentally and physically, and enjoy being outside. I don't know if you're like me, I work inside all day, and being able to take my run outdoors in this fall weather is like a treat. So enjoy it and just be expectant to see what the Lord does, like not only in your mental health, but your physical health. And just know that you can commit to a nutrition plan for 30 days. You can commit and show up for a workout plan for 30 days. You can do this and get incredible results, and you can help other women get incredible results with this program. So.
That was amazing, Emily. Snaps for you. That was so good. No, but so awesome. And Emily, her husband is in seminary in Louisville, and she supports him in ministry and then also works full time. And so just cool to see, you know, you be part of the test group and your transformation. It's really, really inspiring. Jess, are you working now?
Yeah. Can
Yay!
I hear?
Yes, we're good.
Okay, good. So what I was trying to say was, I was like Stephanie in that, well, you can ask Caroline, like I pitched the biggest fit whenever I found out that this was the test group that I'd worked so hard to be in, because I just had such a negative relationship with running. My dad is a marathon runner, and my whole life he has just been like very just like, have you run today? And like had a very, very bad relationship with it. But anyways, I decided to put my big girl panties on, and I went all in. I did portion fix like Stephanie did. So as you can see, both plans work and you both get really good results. Mm-hmm. I was like Stephanie too, like my husband, I was like, listen, I'm going all in on this. I'm signing a contract. And he's really good anyway about letting me work out in the morning and like watch, you know, like if the kids call, he'll go up there. I have 2 little kids here, almost 4 and 6. So, but yeah, so I live in Birmingham. And so it was like 100% humidity, and it was really hot, and I still went out there and ran. But I fell in love with running. Like that was my goal, was finding joy. I didn't need to lose weight. I just wanted to find joy in running and incorporating that into my workout. And then it turned into, I want to get my 5K under 30 minutes. And I was able to do it. And I was like them. I had like tears in my eyes whenever I finished, because I finished it in 29 minutes. So, and then I ran it again a week later and had even like shorter time doing 5K. So anyways, it's a wonderful program and it's super empowering. And I think I might be the only one who decided to keep going on for the second round of the test group. And I'm doing the advanced calendar, and it's legit. It's like lifting and running 5 days a week, and you have 2 days of resting and foam rolling, and it's intense, but it's really good.
I'm getting blown up right now by people saying, can we get them to record their stories so we can share these on Instagram stories? Because these are so good. So you guys might have to kind of video this offline and send them over, but you guys are so inspiring. And I think it's cool because we really have like 3 completely kind of, I don't want to say different seasons of life, but like, you know, Jess was in a place where she didn't need to really lose weight. She had a huge transformation with Beachbody before. And she's a stay-at-home mom, and she's in this new season of like kindergarten and carpool lines. And like, we've been talking about that a lot. And then Stephanie is a full-time nurse, and she's got 2 little ones at home. And, you know, she's kind of still coming off of her postpartum journey, I guess you'd say. But I mean, I'm speaking for her, but she's told me multiple times she's in the best shape of her life, like pretty much since her wedding. And, you know, Emily is, a pastor's wife, or in some, whatever you call it. He's in seminary. And she's supporting him in ministry, and then like works full time. And it's just been really cool to see all the different seasons. And I think that's what's so cool about this program. It's just like seeing how, you know, you guys, like the mental side of what happens in this transformation is so, it's just as important, if not more. Right. And so to hear your stories, and we just really appreciate it. It's amazing.
Say too, like, Carly and Casey, like, well, all 5 of us had a text thread going the whole time, and it was the most encouraging thing. And the East Coast girls always would go before me because I'm on Central Time, and so like they're like, that was the hardest run, and I'd be like, don't tell me that, but it was so encouraging. So even just on top of like just having, you know, challenge groups and grace camps, like having your own little, you know, few girls you're running with or just encourage you was incredible. So
I love that. Whew, this is so good. Okay, so let's do a little Q&A really quick. I don't know. I'm trying to see if Casey's on. Oh, Casey is on. Okay, Casey, do you mind sharing your story really quick too? I know we didn't have a transformation to plug in there, but.
Yeah. So like Stephanie said, I was, when I found out, and Jessica, that it was a running program, I was not excited. I used to run a lot in college, but I was 3 months postpartum, and I literally didn't think I would ever run again because just like we were talking, I thought I'd pee my pants and and all the things that babies do to the body. It was like, I was not excited. But with our text thread that we all had going on, it was really like the encouragement to just do it and start. Like that first run, when she was talking and like her coaching, I fell in love, and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do this. And the runs were just like they all said, like the mental part of it was so much more than like getting the physical results. Like, I mean, I lost not as much as everyone else, but 4.6 pounds. But my main goal was to maintain my milk supply, being 3 months postpartum, and just giving it my all, like other than that. And having a 3-month-old baby, I got it done by like, I'd do the workouts during nap time, and then I'd either run with a stroller, or if it was super humid and hot, I would wait until my husband got home, and I would do it at night while the baby was sleeping. So that's how I fit it in. And something that was weird about like like I've been continuing every day or every other day. I kind of step on the scale, and I am doing MBF again, but not like every day. And I'm continuing to lose weight even after doing the program. Like just the muscle that was built and like the endurance and stuff, I'm continuing to see results. But yeah, I did I in the past would have bad ankles, so I bought some KO tape, and that extremely helped with, I started getting some pain in my ankles, but once I used that tape, I could run a 5K and I had no pain. So try using KO tape or whatever it's called if you've ever had any sort of pain in your knees or ankles, and it helps a lot for running.
That's awesome, Casey. Thank you so much. And Casey, I think that's powerful too, because like Casey, like you said, you just came off your postpartum, like you just had a baby. You literally got this email. You're like, okay, awesome postpartum program. But I love that your goal was like just keeping your milk supply up and like taking care of your body. And I know so many women on this call can relate to that. So that's amazing. Anybody, who else was a part of the test group? Let's see. I think Rachel was. Rachel, do you mind sharing your experience really quick? I know we're moving into 9 o'clock, by the way, so if anybody needs to hop off, we totally understand. But I'd just love to hear from Rachel.
Yeah, so I won't say that I was a runner, but I have ran like 2 half marathons beforehand and a few races prior. And so I actually started the program the Sunday before we started. I ran a 5K because I was able to do so before the program started. And by the end of the program, I shaved 3.5 minutes off. So for anybody that thinks they can't improve during this program, they can. So I was able to run my 5K in like 23 minutes by the end. I lost 4 pounds overall, which honestly was probably due to just eating really clean the last like weekend before weigh-ins, like particularly. And then I lost 7.5 inches overall. So
that's amazing.
Really interesting. I told Courtney this throughout the process, but like I literally felt like I didn't have results the whole time. I like cried because I thought I was like a failure of a test grouper. But like I just like did not, because I didn't lose weight right away. And when you run and you start doing that, you gain a lot of muscle and you don't necessarily lose weight right away. At least that was my experience, and that was a few other people's experience in the test group. And so it was definitely interesting to kind of see the different ways our bodies reacted. But yeah, I would just echo what the girls had said. For sure, the mental change was by far the best result I received. There's like nothing that so during her things, she'll like give cues and encouragement. And I think every time I was like, I just can't push this next one. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. She just like yells, yes, you can. And it's like every time it's just like, yep, I can. Okay, we're going to re-go. And she's like, I know it's hard. And I'm like, but do you? Because I'm running. And so it was just really like, it's just a mental push to keep going and keep making yourself move forward. I will say, like, for me, so for the first round of our test group, we didn't get access to the advanced calendar. And so I thought the program started off really slow for me. I would have really liked to have been running 5 days right off the bat. But so for me, that was really hard getting into it right away. But once it started picking up and we picked up the intensity in the runs and the workouts, I felt completely different about the whole program.
That's awesome, Rachel. Are you doing the advanced version right now?
I'm not. I actually, I had a lot of pain in my calf the whole last week I ran for the program. So I had to take time off from running just because I could hardly run during my 5Ks that I finished it on. So
yeah, makes sense. I love that. I love all the different perspectives. This is so awesome. So yeah, we're definitely gonna get you guys the video, these stories, and send them to us or put them in the Google Drive so that way we can all use these because this is so good. But any questions before we kind of wrap? Anybody? I have a question because I have been getting this question a lot. What if someone loves to listen to music when they're running? Can you listen to music when you're running, or can you only listen to her?
There's music in the background of the videos. So
But like you
not
can't
bad.
like listen to your own music.
No, but the
Okay.
5K you can. She doesn't talk through the 5K.
Okay. Because that's been like the number one, because some people are like, well, I like running's kind of like their therapy. So they like listening to worship music or something. So
Honestly, like with the guided runs, you really need to be able to listen to, there's a beep like that helps you know when to start. And so I think that's really important to listen to that. And just how like she's like, it's like what Rachel was saying, like when you feel like you're about to stop, like she just somehow, it's like she knows what you're thinking and she just tells you to move forward. So you're really focusing on that more than listening to music. So
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'd say that no music was my biggest fear about running, because anytime I've ever run, like it is based on music, and I would choose like very upbeat, high tempo music to like push myself while I was running. And so I actually had a conversation with Lauren, and I was like, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do when I'm running, because like I have to listen to this girl talk in my ear the whole time. And literally, like the music behind her is actually really good, because they speed it up when you need to speed up and they slow it down when you need to slow down. And like Jessica said, like you need to hear what she's telling you, because that is going to be the biggest part of the whole program.
I always used to, when I ran, I was a jammer. I would turn my music up pretty loud when I would run. And for the most part, I didn't even notice that there wasn't like music with words. And I didn't feel that dead silence when you run, and you don't have like headphones or anything going in. Sometimes I get really self-conscious like when I'm doing that without guided, but I didn't even notice it for any of these runs. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, good to know.
She's basically, she basically is talking to you the whole entire time. And if she's not coaching you on how to run, she's telling you to like be grateful for what your body's allowing you to do, and to just look at nature and just like be happy that you'll be able to be outside and run.
That's cool. I love that. Any other questions? Anybody? Unmute yourself, ask it. All right. Well, I will post this recording, and if you think of a question, you can always comment below it and just tag me or tag one of the girls who is in the test group, and we'll make sure that your question gets answered. Thank you guys so much for being on tonight. I'm going to pray really quick, and then I will let you guys go. Okay. Heavenly Father, God, thank you so much for tonight, Lord. Thank you for all of the incredible women who are part of this test group, Lord, for Rachel and Casey and Stephanie and Jessica and Emily, God, and Carly, who wasn't able to be on, God. I just thank you so much for all of their stories, and just them sharing them with us, God, and just the process that you walked them through, God. I thank you for this incredible program that you're allowing us to use to ultimately sharpen women and make them better, Lord, and hopefully point them to you, God. I pray that you would just help us to use the tools and the resources that we have to the best of our ability, God. And Lord, that we would just trust you in the process, God. Please give us the eyes to see the people that we're supposed to help, Lord, the people that maybe need this program to help them get back to a healthier place, Lord. Help us just to have the eyes to see them and the ears to hear, Lord, as we talk to them about this, and just kind of share our stories and this program with them, God. Lord, we're just so excited about what you're going to do. And I just pray for a fresh joy and a fresh just excitement, Lord, as we roll this out, Lord, and we all give it a try ourselves, God. I know for myself, like I need a desire to run, Lord, and I need a desire to show up in this, God. And so I pray that you would just give that to all of us, Lord. God, we love you so much. I just thank you so much for what you're doing on this team, for all these incredible women, for the families that they represent, Lord. I just thank you for the gift that it is to lead them and serve them. And I just pray that we would steward our business as well this week, God. Lord, we love you so much, and we just thank you so much for all that you're doing. Just in your precious and holy name we pray. Amen. I love you guys. Thanks for being on.